From the field to the studio to your eyes and ears, welcome back. The 816 hour. Me and Keeg here today talking some Chiefs football. Keeg, no Carter likes to kind of leave you out of the intro sometimes. How are you doing today, sir?
Amazing. Now it's my day to leave Carter out. He's not here, so I don't have to worry about getting bullied today. But I do want to say, bro, I love your setup. It looks amazing. The background, the layout, I love it. The Manziel jersey.
Hey. You were talking noise on the Manziel jersey about a month ago, Keeg.
Okay, I literally am one of the biggest Manziel supporters, bro, but I just hate on him just because you love him.
Oh, I know. I get that. You have a good Thanksgiving, man?
Yeah, it was great. Food, football, sleep. There's nothing better. Underrated holiday. What about you?
If only the Bills had lost, it would have been better. It
was close. That was actually a good game.
It really was.
I got my lock of the week wrong.
I think you might have been the only. No, Carter got his wrong.
Yeah, you're the only one that got it right, and we were all tied. So now you're a game ahead.
And we got picks coming out tonight. Ooh, we got to send Carter locks of the week. So definitely go check out our TikTok to keep up with our locks of every week of the NFL season. But Keeg, is this week 11 of the NFL season?
I think it's week 12.
Week 12. Where has the season gone?
We're right there, right in the. Every game matters now. It's just weird. Like week 12. When I was sitting watching the preview for Michigan, Ohio State, I'm like, man, we are in like playoff football, like week 12 NFL. Like,
bro, you're going to start seeing commercials for playoffs. It's going to, I'm ready to be at that point because obviously NFL playoffs are a very exciting time, like great football every week. But in the same aspect, man, this season has flown by.
I feel like I say it every year. It flies by. But this year I feel like, I can't believe we're already playing the Rams. I remember at the beginning of the year looking at the schedule and I was like, oh, the Rams late in the year. Here we are.
Should be like that game in 2019 where the best game in like NFL history, kind of thought, but definitely not really looking at that kind of game. Chiefs open up this game 15.5-point favorites, largest spread line since Sean McVay has been the head coach in LA. Keegan, how do you feel about that big number? It's kind of weird to see such a big number, especially against defending Super Bowl champs from last year.
Yeah, like you said, you see the Rams and you're like 15. That's a lot. But the Rams 3-7, and like you said, defending Super Bowl champs. No one thought they'd be 3-7, but they're about to start Bryce Perkins at QB, so not much faith in them from the people in Vegas.
Very true. Rams coming in, lost 4 straight. Chiefs on the other side, 8-2, like Keeg mentioned. Winners of 4 straight. And from that, jumping into the injury report, Chiefs come into this game, only notable guy out, Kadarius Toney out with the hamstring injury. Questionable. Chris Lamons, questionable with concussion. Juan Thornhill with that calf injury. We saw him leave early in that Chargers game last week. And then Joe Thuney with that ankle injury. Seems like that's been nagging him all season, kind of been lingering. They all come in questionable. Lucas Niang, Keeg, I know me and you got to see him during the preseason, during training camp, working out on the outside of practice, but he got activated from the IR. Clyde Edwards-Helaire obviously going on the IR because of his high ankle sprain. Was that right?
Yep, high ankle.
So how do you feel with Lucas coming back?
Sorry, I was writing down something. Excited. Mm-hmm. But also, I don't know what to expect.
So he has been practicing. He's full participant all week. Andy did come out and say, not going to start right away. So obviously Wiley still got, I assume Wiley will continue to lock down right tackle the remainder of the year.
Yeah. It could be I don't know. I feel like Wiley hasn't been the best this year. You saw him step in last year. He did great last year. He's had his ups and downs this year. But I don't know if you want to throw Lucas Niang out there this late in the year.
True.
But also you could, there's 6-7 games left. So you could give him that time before the playoffs. But I guess it just kind of matters how Andrew Wiley goes, this next month or so.
Very true. I think a lot of people kind of forgot like who Lucas Niang was with that injury because he kind of MIA in a way. You just didn't hear anything about him for a couple months. So glad to see he's back. Moving off of the Chiefs to the Rams, obviously, like Keeg mentioned, Matt Stafford out with a concussion. Brian Allen, their center, he is also out. Ashawn Robinson and Trayvon Howard. All four of them are out. Backup center, Matt Sukra, tight end Tyler Higbee, Allen Robinson. They're all questionable in this game. And Cooper Kupp, guy, obviously got to mention him. He's out for the year, not going to be suiting up in this game. Rams with a lot of stars that popping up on this injury list, Keeg. How does it make you feel?
The Rams, it looks ugly. I mean, it looks bad. I mean, it's just they're kind of, I hate to say it, but they're kind of just playing meaningless football. They don't have a pick to tank for.
No.
So, I mean, they're really just looking forward to the next year. You're just like, how do we regroup?
They're just
and build on for next year because, I mean, at 3-7, I mean, I've seen crazier things, I guess, but
what direction are the Rams go? Like Cam Akers, you don't give him the extension, you don't trust him. He sits out for however many weeks. Did he come out and cut Darrell Henderson last week
after making Cam Akers the leading rusher last week?
True.
Because I remember looking at the box score, and I was like, however many carries Akers got. I want to say 17. I don't know if that was that many though. And I remember seeing Darrell with like 2 or 4, and I was like, dang, that's kind of surprising. Mm-hmm. And then they go and cut Darrell Henderson. I don't know. I could see like in the offseason, I won't get too much into it, but I could see like, Aaron Donald retiring and then everybody just leaving, or I could see them just regroup it, go at it one more year. Mm-hmm. I mean, they got the assets to do it again.
I agree. I mean, shoot, just a year removed to the Super Bowl, so the team's definitely capable. But jumping into who is now the starting quarterback of the LA Rams for this game, Bryce Perkins, first career start against the Chiefs at Arrowhead, kind of that Jordan Love feel of last season. He went 5 of 10 for 64 yards last week. Came in he was the third string in that game. Came in late. Obviously, Rams weren't able to get that game taken care of. Ran for 39 yards on 5 attempts. Definitely a shiftier running back. I think the Rams are definitely going to keep the ball in his hands. Cam Akers, Kyron Williams, they're going to try to run the ball as much as possible, keep Mahomes on the sideline. A quarterback that the NFL doesn't have a lot of tape on since college. The guy hasn't played much in the NFL at all. Keeg, does that worry you for this game in the Chiefs defense?
It would be such a Chiefs thing to let this man just hang 330 on us and a couple tutties and,
look like Lamar Jackson.
Oh my goodness. But, I mean, I think it's safe to say this is Bryce Perkins, the biggest game of his life. I mean, his first career start, you go and have to play the Chiefs. Not only you have to play the Chiefs, you have to play them in Arrowhead. A guy that went to Virginia. I think it's safe to say this is his biggest game. Not that the Rams have any implications on it, but, you're always going to try to win. And like you said, there's not much tape on him. Like, I don't really know what to expect. I mean, this isn't a guy that you heard a lot about in college. I mean, he's just kind of in the shadows. Definitely could have a moment tomorrow. Hopefully not. But I just don't know what to expect from him. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. But with the way the Chiefs defense has played this year, I'm honestly not nervous for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Rams O-line, it's beat up. And now you're throwing a third string guy out there, and it's about, I don't want to have that discussion. Is this Bryce Perkins' first or second year?
This is his second year.
Okay. I know I should know, but I couldn't remember. COVID has stopped my time frame. Yep. It's all over the place. But yeah, you throw a second year guy out there, and behind that O-line,
With how good the Chiefs D-line's been playing.
Hey, the Chiefs D-line, I wrote it down here, 4th in sacks in the NFL this year. I mean, this is a team last year that you saw struggled with the pass rush. And the first few weeks of this season, I feel like the Chiefs pass rush was kind of slow. And this past, 7-8 weeks, it has just been out of this world. And I was like, I'm going to go look at where they're at. And 4th, I feel like that's kind of not talked about that much. Obviously, Chris Jones is having a defensive player of the year type year with 9 sacks, but 4th in the NFL,
Just the fact that the Chiefs are able to get home, because I felt like last year and early in the season, like they got the pressures. Frank Clark's always high in pressures. George Karlaftis, I want to say he still leads rookies in pressures. They were never able to get home on those. So just the fact that they're able, you're seeing them, Carlos Dunlap, George Karlaftis, Chris Jones, able to get home on some of those sacks. It's definitely good to see, especially going against this beat up LA Rams offensive line.
Yeah, I'm hoping they get after him tomorrow, and it's just a complete shutdown from the defense, like a shutout. Or just like under 10 points would just be awesome. Like, I want to see domination.
Domination. That takes us to the over-under portion. I'll stick with the defense, Keegan. Chiefs defense, 3 sacks.
Over, smashing the over.
Keegan's taking the over. I'll take the over as well. I can't go against, knocking stuff down. I can't go against the grain. But next guy I got Patrick Mahomes. Got to throw him up there. 285 passing yards, over or under.
It's a tough one.
Went for like over 3 last week against the Chargers, bro. Are the Chiefs really going to have to pass the ball that much this week?
That's what I'm saying. Pacheco, he arrived last week. I'm going to go under.
Going under. I also took the under. You'll hear about why in my bold takes. Key, get ready because I went bold for you this week, man. Takes us to Isaiah Pacheco. Like he just said, he arrived last week. 62.5 rushing yards for Isaiah this week. Over or under?
Over.
I love that.
I think they feed Pacheco.
I'm going to take the under. There's another bold take. You'll like. Sky Moore is the final over-under I got, Key. We kind of saw him break out in a way, Julian Edelman-esque, as the commentators were calling him. 20.5 receiving yards. Over or under?
I'm gonna go over.
This man take over on all of them.
I know. I want to go. That's like I want to go over he was second in targets last week, and with how many injuries, I guess you do bring back Juju. Mm-hmm. But I think he kind of found a role a little bit with KT still out. I think they'll play him in the slot a little bit more. I think he definitely gets over 20 for sure.
I was gonna say all it takes is one catch, especially on a broken play. Patrick hits you deep. 40 yards downfield, and yeah, definitely. I took the over as well. Like you said, with Kadarius out, obviously Justin Watson isn't the future slot receiver for Kansas City, so I think incorporating Sky more and more into the offense, like we saw last week, second in the team in targets, got to go the over. But Keeg, I then had a couple questions for you real quick. Here we go. First question, the Chiefs offense. Can Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce continue to roll? So last 5 games, Travis Kelce, he's gone for over 80 yards. Coming into off a game, where the Chargers went for 115, 3 touchdowns. Rams last week, they gave up over 10 yards a pass to Andy Dalton and 3 scores. What are you expecting Travis Kelce's stat line to look like?
I'm going 9 receptions.
Oh my.
105 yards and a touchdown.
And the tutty keeps the streak alive.
Just another day at the office for Travis Kelce.
Man, I love to hear it. My last question, I only had 2 for you. Will we finally see Ronald Jones suit up for the Kansas City Chiefs?
That's what I wrote down. That was my only question. Does Rojo go? He's getting activated tomorrow.
The 25-year-old running back the Chiefs signed to this offseason. Clyde's out. Clyde's out for the year. You gotta give Ronald love.
Got to.
What do we?
Please. I just want to see it. I just want to see one carry.
Oh, all right, Keek. So that takes me to the key matchup. What part of this game are you most excited, most intrigued about watching?
We mentioned Kansas City with the injuries. Kadarius Toney, Clyde's out, maybe Thuney, but really it's just that who on the offense can step up. Last week, Sky stepped up, like I mentioned. Who will be? I feel like every week the Chiefs have an unsung hero that steps up. Mm-hmm. And for some weird reason, I had this weird feeling. Every game I feel like someone has a certain go off game. Oh, and some reason I'm feeling Jerick McKinnon. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's going to get the play time because of the Clyde injury, and he's in there for blocking. Mm-hmm. I don't know what his stat line will look like, but some reason I'm feeling a touchdown or two from Jerick McKinnon. Might be because I'm starting him in fantasy.
I was going to say, does your fantasy lineup play a little bias in there, Keeg? I saw you were starting Jerick.
The team's down bad, but I'm feeling Jerick McKinnon. I think Sky Moore steps up again. I think Sky Moore goes for 70 plus and maybe a touchdown in there.
Hey, yo, I love that. So kind of right there with you. I'm looking forward to the Chiefs wide receivers and Patrick Mahomes getting it going against that Rams secondary. I think the Chiefs could honestly run away with this game super early. The Rams secondary is one of the worst in the NFL. They're ranked 30th in completion percentage given up, 27th in opponent's QBR, and they're going against the best quarterback in the NFL right now, arguably, easily, hands down, number one front runner for the MVP, Patrick Mahomes. I think there's a chance that we see Mahomes, and this takes me to my bold take. I think Patrick Mahomes throws for less than 280, but he throws 4 touchdown passes to 4 different Chiefs players.
Ooh, okay. It's possible.
It's not like insanely bold, but it's just like weird. Like I could see Jody catching a touchdown. I could see Travis and Sky getting his first career. Yeah, MVS, like Juju coming back.
True.
I love that. But I think I'm looking forward to seeing how the Chiefs offense runs, especially because the Rams defense is where they kind of button up. They take care of business. So I just want to see the Chiefs dominate from start to finish. I feel like at times we see them sputter the first couple. I mean, that Chargers game, they come out, they're down 10 early, they're down 10 at one point. So just seeing their offense get going early, continuing to get going, and just throughout the whole game, just dominate,
Yeah, this is definitely a game they can hang 40 plus on the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Just a matter of will they do it.
I agree. But Keeg, you got any bold takes for this game?
Prediction. I don't know how bold it is, but I talk about the D line week in and week out. And this is why I took the over on 3. I think they get 9 plus sacks on Bryce Perkins tomorrow. I think they'll be all over him.
Egan, did you say 9?
Yes.
9. Like 9.
9.
And you don't think that's very bold?
What do you mean?
9 total?
They're going to get 9 plus.
That's insane. That's so many sacks.
Hey, they set the franchise record versus Joe Flacco and the Broncos in 2019 with 10. They're breaking that record tomorrow.
Oh my, I was not ready for that, but I love that. I absolutely love it. So shoot, my last bold take. I think Nick Bolton finishes with a season high in tackles, going 19. I think the Rams, they're going to run the ball a lot. I think Nick Bolton, he had 14 tackles last week. That was a season high. I think he tops that. I think he goes for 19 tackles.
Definitely going to happen. He flies around the field.
I absolutely love it. Watching 3-2 run around the field, one of my favorite things. Hey, great. And real quick, shout out MIZ, beat the pigs. Absolutely love that.
We're going bowling, baby.
That's all that matters. Can't wait to see Luther Burden catching passes from Patrick Mahomes in about 3 years. But Key, you got a final score prediction, my guy? Got anything else you wanted to go over?
No, I got a score prediction. This one's a little weird. I'm fully prepared for the Chiefs to only have to go down and win in the last minute somehow. I'm fully prepared for that to happen. But I'm going to go Rams 13. A touchdown and 2 field goals. That's all they're going to get.
Oh, shoot.
And the Chiefs, 33. 33-13
Wow.
Kansas City.
See, I got 33-17 Kansas City winning this game. I like how we're always close with our final.
I was going to say last week we picked the same score.
Exactly. Hey, great minds think alike. That's all. I don't got Carter here to run the clip. You know, shout him out. The socials.
Yeah, we got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. All the random apps Carter does that don't even make sense. TikTok. He makes up 20 apps. I say Facebook. We're all over the place. At the 816 Hour, all the socials are pretty much the same. Like and subscribe, of course. Check out the other videos if you haven't. Get ready for recap on Monday. I think that's all we got.
Hey, Big Cartel / the 816 Hour. Get your merch. Always throwing up fire stuff on there. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, the 816 Hour, like Keegan said, like, comment, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with a friend. Go tell your friend about the 816 Hour. Comment anything. Comment Keegan sucks at fantasy football. Don't actually, because it would hurt his feelings. All about positive vibes. But Keeg, hopefully Monday, like you talked about, got recap. We're talking a Chiefs dub.
Need it.
Yeah. But shoot, man, what jersey you rocking tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Kelsey or Patty.
We got to get that. We got to get the jersey collection growing, Keeg.
I was looking yesterday. I was looking at a couple jerseys.
Did Carter send you the link?
No.
I'll send you the link. I got you.
Man.
Got you. Hey, I'm throwing on the 5-5 from the Super Bowl 56. Got the patch and everything. Got to throw it on. 5-5, and he ain't lined up off sides like Travis Kelce would say. But Keeg, you got anything else, man?
No, sir. We out.
We out. Peace.